Macky Mathay's wife posted cryptic messages on Instagram. Does this confirm Macky and Sunshine's relationship? Recently, a couple of photos of Sunshine Cruz and Mina's brother Macky Mathay, walking while holding each other's hands went viral online. Following their photos, the wife of Macky, Camille and Macky posted a couple of cryptic messages on her Instagram account that left the netizens in total confusion. On her Instagram account she posted a line from the song, "When You Say Nothing at All." "I miss blue skies, good weather, sea, sand, air, good food, good massage and a good night's sleep. Happy. I have my 3 kids to give me all that and more," she added. A source then stated that Camille and Macky has already separated a year ago, though their marriage isn't annulled yet. Netizens were quick to react to what Camille posted. Some say that this is related to Sunshine and Macky's rumored relationship. Invite you to watch the video. Father and son were just playing in the mall when he suddenly fell, crushing his son to death. Unbelievable. Fathers and sons have a special bond that no one could ever break. But then, could you imagine how things would turn out when the father becomes the cause of his son's death? A video showing a Chinese boy who died after his father accidentally fell into him is now circulating online. Guangzhou Broadcasting Network aired the tragic scene. The video shows how this father and his son playfully walked inside a mall where the father was walking in front of his child while his child was facing his back. A few moments later the father suddenly fell onto his child, causing him to die. He was quickly brought to the nearest hospital, but the boy was declared dead on arrival. In the video, the man's entire weight was on the upper body of the child, including the boy's head and neck. The child might have suffered a cervical fracture. Invite you to watch the video. Senator de Lima wants police to use a megaphone to warn suspects before arrest. Senator Leila de Lima filed a bill Tuesday which defines extrajudicial killing, EJK, and provides for its penalty amid the spate of killings of drug suspects. Senate Bill 1197, or the Anti-Extrajudicial Killing Act of 2016, defines extrajudicial killing as the unlawful and deliberate killing of targeted individuals or groups thereof, carried out by agents of the state and under its order or acquiescence in lieu of arrest, investigation and prosecution. It seeks to strengthen the Commission on Human Rights, CHR, the National Bureau of Investigation, NBI, and the Philippine National Police, PNP, in investigating extrajudicial killings. Senator de Lima wants police to use a megaphone to warn crime suspects before they could make an arrest. The police are absolutely prohibited from firing warning shots. Extrajudicial killing includes summary killing perpetrated by private individuals for purposes of carrying out on their own or in the context of vigilantism, a campaign or policy of the state, the Senate bill read. The measure also seeks to promote human rights, ensure public awareness on the sanctity of life and respect for rule of law. Under the proposed measure, the CHR will have the authority to investigate cases of extrajudicial killings. The agency will also have the power to conduct inquiries on such matters. The National Bureau of Investigation, meanwhile, will be mandated to make relevant services available to the CHR and/or the PNP, Philippine National Police, in their inquiries or investigation of EJK cases. Invite you to watch the video, 10 Horrifying Side Effects of Sleep Deprivation That You Should Never Ignore. Read this. It is for real that these days, people tend to be sleep deprived because of their workloads. Most people who tend to be sleep deprived is the college students. They claim that they'd rather lose sleep than lose a chance to pass their subjects. However, we aren't aware that lack of sleep could affect one's memory, health and looks. Here are the dangerous signs of lack of sleep. 1. Accidents. Sleep deprivation is considered as a factor in the biggest disasters in the history. Sleep-deprived people are the main cause of the 1979 nuclear accident at the 3 Mile Island, the massive Exxon Valdez oil spill and even the 1986 nuclear meltdown at Chernobyl. 2. It makes you dumber. For you to accomplish your goals, you better get enough sleep. You cannot get good grades if you lack sleep because it affects one's critical thinking and learning. It impairs attention, alertness, concentration, reasoning and problem solving. 3. Health problems. Sleep deprivation results to a couple of health problems like heart disease, heart attack, heart failure, irregular heartbeat, stroke, high blood pressure, and diabetes. 4 kills S3X drive. Lack of sleep could possibly ruin your S3X life. Specialists say that sleep-deprived men and women report lower libidos and less interest in S3X. 5. Depression. Lack of sleep and sleep disorders could contribute to the various symptoms of depression. 6. It makes you look older. Most people have experienced puffy eyes and sallow skin when they missed sleep for a few nights. However, it turns out that lack of sleep could lead to lackluster skin, fine lines and dark circles under your eyes. 7. Memory loss. American and French researchers have determined events called sharp wave ripples that are responsible for consolidating memory. Lack of sleep disturbs this because sharp wave ripples occur mostly during the deepest levels of sleep. 8. It makes you gain weight. People tend to believe that lack of sleep results to sudden weight loss. What they didn't know is that lack of sleep results to hunger and appetite that could lead to obesity. 9. Impairs judgment. People who lack sleep tend to be unaware of the effects of being sleep-deprived. Experts believe that if you think you're having enough sleep, then you have to think again because you are wrong. 10. Death. British researchers have stated that those people who lack sleep have nearly doubled their risk of death from all causes. Invite you to watch the video. Tricia Santana cooperates with Gab Valenciano for divorce. October 14. Model blogger Tricia Santana recently revealed that she and estranged husband Gab Valenciano are trying their best to work together in dealing with their divorce. As reported on PEP News, the model, who spoke to the media recently after more than a month since their split and Valenciano's cheating scandal made the news, stated that she is currently negotiating the terms of their settlement. Because in this settlement, we had our cars, we had our stuff, which we have to kind of separate now. He knows that he was in the wrong. So he is doing what he can do to help me as a friend, but make up for what he actually did, she said. Santana admitted that Valenciano is just not ready for marriage, and that while it was bad what he did to her, she stressed that he is making up for it now. I don't hate him. As I said, people make mistakes. It's just that I have zero tolerance for cheating. That's all. He did say sorry. The girl's parents, whom he cheated with, they apologized to me as well, she added. Santana also revealed that their divorce will be quite tricky, since they were married in a civil ceremony in the United States and have no legal documents of them being married in the Philippines. To file for divorce, we need to be there, or one of us needs to be there. I said to him, you wanted this. If that's what you want, you need to go and file those papers. She said. Invite you to watch the video. Trump on Lindsay Lohan in 2004, deeply troubled women are always the best in bed. In the hours of crude and misogynistic sex talk Trump engaged in when he appeared on the Howard Stern show, one of the most common topics of discussion were famous women. Trump and Stern would often rate, rank, and describe in sexual terms female celebrities. In appearances reviewed by CNN's KFILE, Trump also told Stern he would pay not to receive oral sex from Rosie O'Donnell and teased the recently deceased Anna Nicole Smith for her large lips. A Trump campaign spokesperson did not respond to a request for comment on the story. The GOP nominee has faced widespread criticism for his past comments on women and sex. Last Friday, a 2005 Access Hollywood tape surfaced in which Trump, caught on hot mic, bragged about forcing himself on women and grabbing them by their genitals. Trump issued an apology for the comments in a video statement, but has continuously referred to the exchange as locker room talk. CNN's KFILE reported on Saturday that Trump, on Stern's show, approved of the radio shock jock calling his daughter, Ivanka, a piece of ass and described how he would go backstage at his pageants while contestants were naked. The Trump campaign has not responded to a CNN request for comment on that story. In an appearance on Stern's show in December 2004, Trump initiated a conversation about actress Lindsay Lohan, who was 18 at the time. What do you think of Lindsay Lohan? Trump asked Stern. I think she's hot. responded Stern. "There's something there, right?" Trump said. "But you have to like freckles. I've seen a, close-up of her chest and a lot of freckles." "Are you into freckles?" "I'm not into freckles, but the red hair thing I like." "I like her on the cover of Entertainment Weekly," said Stern. "Now does the father wreck, does that bother you a little bit?" Trump asked later in the conversation. "Howard feels that the father being a wreck is a good thing," interjected co-host Robin Quivers. "Oh yeah, because first of all, if the father's a wreck like the way he is," Stern said. "Right," said Trump. "Can you imagine the sex with this troubled teen?" said Stern. "Yeah, you're probably right," Trump said. "She's probably deeply troubled and therefore great in bed." "How come the deeply troubled women, deeply troubled, they're always the best in bed?" Stern responded, "Because they're looking for love, they're looking for positive affirmation, they're looking for a father figure who will love them and tell them they're wonderful and they'll never be enough. No matter how many times you tell them they're beautiful, no matter how many times you tell them you love them, they want to suck it up more. They would drain you like a vampire until your head caved in if they could get more love." A representative for Lohan told CNN in an email, "Right now, Lindsay is choosing to focus on the positive things happening in her life and has decided to disregard the comments made about her by presidential nominee Donald Trump. She is focusing on helping children around the world in need, and that's where her passion is." Trump continued in the interview, "Well, I have a friend Howard who's actually like a great playboy. I mean, I don't say this about men, this guy does very well. He runs silent, runs deep as they say, like a submarine. He will only look for a crazy woman. He says, 'Donald, please, I only want the crazy women.' They're desperate," adds Stern. "What is this guy all about?" said Trump. "But for some reason, what I said is true. It's just unbelievable. You don't want to be with them for long term, but for the short term there's nothing like it." On Rosie O'Donnell, in a February 2007 episode, Trump took aim at Rosie O'Donnell, who he had a long-running feud with, saying he'd pay lots of money to not receive oral. "Is there nothing she could do to get back in your good graces? If she came in and blew you?" asked Stern. "No, I'd pay a lot of money for that not to happen," Trump responded. "That's one of the most unattractive people. She took great offense at the fact I said she better be careful or one of my friends would go and pick up her wife." On Anna Nicole Smith, also in the February 2007 episode, Trump eventually moved on to Anna Nicole Smith, who had died 4 days earlier. "It looks like she had the lips pumped," Trump said. "For all of your many women listening, what do women have their lips pumped? It is the most disgusting thing to look at these big fat pumped-up tires." Trump's distaste for women with big lips extended beyond Smith. In March 2011, Trump told actress Lisa Rinna on Celebrity Apprentice he thought she looked better because her lips had a little reduction there. He followed up on the comments on YouTube. "I give her a little hard time. She had those big puffed-up lips. I don't know why women do that, but the lips were like, gigantic," Trump said in a video on his YouTube blog. "It even affected her speech. And I see it so often in New York, especially in society women. A lot of them are good-looking women, and then they show up one day and their lips are 5 times their size." Thank you for watching videos. You remember the likes and comments below. Thanks.